water fountain over there. That's where we get our water and such. And they shut it off saying that they didn't want the pipes to freeze. So when they did that, we thought we could go up to the, like one night I went up to the men's drop-in center, which is right over there, the homeless shelter, to get water. And they told me not to come back in the building, and that if I continued to fill up my water bottle, they were going to have me arrested.
For getting water.
For getting water. Is that which is in charge of this place, and she pretty much says, well, it's not our problem. So you just need to get as much water as you need to before 6 o'clock when the gates close. It's kind of a catch-22.
And they don't supply you with any water?
They don't supply us with any water. We're allowed to go into the restart center while it's open to get water, and that's it.
That's during the day? That's
during the day. So up until from 5 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning, you have to find a place to go get water.
And what were you saying about the gates where they were serving food somewhere?
The Fishes and Loaves, they serve food down at the park over by the Riverwalk on Thursdays, and they said, and they start serving at 5:30. So there's really no way that you can get back here before those gates close. But what they do is they give you a little pass that says, hey, you're at this park, feeding and listening to the good word of the Lord. Please allow them to back in the shelter. Well, it used to work. Gate had to be closed at 6. Since it's not an official pass for here, you can't go there and get back in here.
So if you're locked out and you have your belongings in here, right?
Yes, they throw it away after 9 o'clock.
At night?
Yes, at night. If you have your belongings in here and you're not in here checked in by 7, they'll throw your stuff away.
In the trash can?
In the trash can. Your blankets, everything gets thrown in the trash can.
And then what would you, let's say you got locked out, where would you go? You just sleep on the...
Probably over by the tracks where you can get a ticket for $300 and some odd dollars.
$305 ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a tough situation.
It's a catch-22. Or
and
like at night.
How long have you been homeless?
Oh, I've been homeless for about 4 months. Now here's the other toss-up: is they have what they call overflow upstairs, and what it is you sit in the day room sitting up, and you can lean over, but you can't lay down to sleep, or you can stay out here. Like last night, it snowed a bit. I chose to stay out here because I have a bad back and I can't sit up and put my head down in the men's drop-in at the day room because you're not allowed to lay down in there. You can stay up in there overnight, but you just can't lay down.
Wow.
So it's like, either you come out here and possibly freeze, or go up there and not sleep at night. It's like, what do you do? So, yes. This time, no, this is the second time I've been homeless here.
And what do you think? How does that affect you after an experience like this to go back into mainstream?
It'd be nice if there was. Well, it's like now I'm working on getting step up, but with some of these strict rules, it's like you're taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back.
Yeah.
Just as you think you're gonna get there, there's some rule or some regulation. Like when they start overflow on the 1st, you can only have 1 bag in that container. So what they're telling you is everything you own can only fit in 1 bag.
What container is that?
That's the container right there. That Connex container.
And they allow you to keep your night?
Yeah, stuff like right now I have my backpack. I have a couple things in there, but when overflow starts, you can only have 1 bag in there, period. So what they're saying is you're homeless, you have everything you own, but you need to bring it down even further to 1 bag.
So if you were here and let's say you had got a temporary job and you started to get back on your feet, and then you end up in this situation where you're not able to function and you have to go sleep on the street.
Well, I have a weekend job and I might have to quit to be able to do the overflow.
Really?
Because they start signing up early, they'll start signing up early. And
so how did you, can you comment on how you think that you ended up in this situation? Did you lose your job and then lose your apartment? Or?
Lost my job, tried to hold on to everything, and then that's what happened.
You got pushed out onto the street.
Yeah, and once you're here, once people find out when you apply for something, what's your address? 335 Record Street. Oh, you're homeless. Well, just kiss that job goodbye.
Really, they won't. You really feel like that's the truth? They won't hire you?
It is the truth. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
How about the state? Do they have any kind of work program? Or?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
The only thing you got to depend on is the day labor and stuff. That's all you have to depend on.
And is there any other facilities in Reno like this one?
No. This is the only facility. This is it, and even in Sparks, this is it.
And what percentage of the homeless people are here? A small percentage, right?
Small, because they don't want to abide by a lot of these rules.
And they stay on the street?
They stay on the streets, next to the river, just about anywhere they can.
Yeah.
Because this facilities, they can only sleep in here 78 people.
Yeah.
Can only sleep in here, and they have so many upstairs if you can get up there, you know. And so like right now there's a waiting list, so getting up there is just impossible.
So do you, if you felt that the state supplied you, or the city of Reno, or supplied an area where people could camp and have a tent city or whatever, that would be a lot better situation?
I think so. I think even if they had stricter rules, it's still, that's something they could also even save money on, because then they can keep that open all year around.
People can come and go and get a job.
It would be easier, because then they have a more personal area. You'll feel better about yourself, at least thinking, okay, at least if I have a tent, I have a roof over my head. Versus here, where you have people. I think tents would look better down here than everybody's stuff lined up against the fence. Versus that.
So you're not allowed to
no, you're not
pitch
allowed
a tent here.
No tents are allowed.
And that's you want to get that sign? Did you get that, Inga, with all the rules on it?
Yeah,
that's. They had tents last year, right?
No, I believe it was.
They made them get rid of all that.
Yeah, they made them get rid of all that. Yeah.
They're not supposed to have them all there.
No, they're not supposed to have them. That's what.
And is there anywhere in town where you can set up a tent? Or you kind of go hide in the wilderness sort of thing?
Yeah, down here,
you can go hide.
My spot, down there.
Down on the river or something?
I can throw a tent up there.
And then, but do you have to watch every once in a while they'll come through and
I gotta leave. Every morning I gotta leave at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, okay. Just make sure you don't
4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I gotta be out of there.
Have you been here for a while?
Oh yeah.
Last year they had.
I've been here 3 years.
Okay, so they had tents last year, right?
Yeah.
And what made
they did, and they allowed them?
Why did they stop them? Who complained?
Yeah, do you know what the reason was?
We used to have a tent city right there in that parking lot.
And who made them stop? Was it the governor,
the city,
the people?
The city.
Just the city.
City made us stop. Made us stop having tents over here.
Do you know why? Was it costing money? What was the reason?
I'm not real sure, baby.
Yeah,
I mean,
the reason.
I mean, really don't know.
Because of the way it looked.
I guess, yeah.
It's because someone that's never been homeless on the top said, well, that doesn't look good. So
because of that there.
That right there.
Oh,
when that went
the
up,
baseball stadium.
when the baseball.
So is that new?
The baseball stadium went up.
Brand new.
It just went up a little while ago.
This is their first season.
It's only been here 1 year.
So as soon as they opened that, they kicked all the homeless people out.
They wanted us all gone.
Hearsay that they were talking about getting rid of this place. So